Hello there everybody, Same as Locus here, welcome back to the railway. And welcome to another running session of the third out of three of these livery in locomotive, in the railway world, a running session with green as the theme. That rhyme there. Didn't realise that though. So you can probably already guess what locomotives that probably going to be. So there'll be Flying Scotsman's going to be in it, Tornado's going to be in it, and also a appearance of a 9F. So without further ado, let's find out what the first, actually, three, so I've got double header going on, locomotives I'll be running for you today. Let's find out what they are. And so here we are with our first section, which is the LNER. Now, I don't have any LMS green locomotives because I don't think they did any green locomotives, although they did do one on a Patriot class that was experimental green in British Railways, apple green, like Tornado is in at the moment. Now, as you can see, I've got Tornado on the outside with some Pullman coaches. Now, Tornado isn't running in the real world right now after some leaf damage happened with some flat spots on the wheels, causing that, as he goes down the rails, it'll be just clonk, 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 and then before you know it, it should be off the rails. So this is sort of a tribute to hope she gets repaired in time. She was supposed to come from Flitwick, which is my town, on Saturday. But fortunately, she can't. So Dr. Sutherland is taking it, and also 2 Class 47s are doing the same time, same day, same time. Well, 1 minute comparison. That's what it is. So let's get the J83 with the Flying Scotsman going with some teak coaches going first. Well, LNER teak coaches, because they could be any old teaks like the custom cream liveried ones, I think, and also there's the maroon liveried ones, aren't there? So let's get them running. Now, Flying Scotsman was a little bit jumpy after I did an overhaul on her, and it's a little jumpy, and just really cut out. Probably because he's got another locomotive that doesn't have a motor, because the motor seems to be packed up. Yeah, as you can see, she's a little bit jumpy. It's only because I haven't done the pickups yet. I had to get it running before running session. Right, let's speed up to a good speed. Put that there, and let's get her off. Hopefully, she will now run. There she goes. Oh no, she's already derailed. Right, now she's always derailing on the inside track for some reason. Right, let's turn it down a little bit. Speed good? Yeah, that's about the speed now. Right, and Tornado. Let's get her running before Flying Scotsman comes around and derails again. Yeah, Tornado at the moment is actually my best runner, apart from the Mallard. Let's get to a nice express speed. And, Flying Scotsman stopped with the J83 as well. So anyway, enjoy this first round on this running session. Now, as you can clearly see, I swapped them around, the J83, and we've got a bit of derailment over there, and I better sort that out because that does not look nice. So where was I? Right. So I swapped them around because it seems to have ruined one of the J83's buffers, and it seems to rip one out. But I have to say, it's not only derailed because the track became loose in that part, so let's go to the incredible speed. Because the outside track is for about nearly full speed, because there's one point that I don't like, and it always just derails, falls off the track, fortunately. Right, I think it's time to move on to the next round, which involves, some southern locomotives. So, probably can already guess what they are. One actual southern, and it stops. Sort that out. And one non-southern. So, enjoy the second part of this running session. And so here we have the next round of this running session with some southern locomotives with the Battle Britain class Spitfire, number 34 066 on the outside, and number 905 Tonbridge on the inside track with also some Southern coaches. Well, the outside British Railway Southern coaches plus a luggage on the outside with some Southern coaches on the inside. But yeah, anyway, let's get Tonbridge going off first. So, and she's already cut out. Great. Come on. She's a little bit jumpy because she's on the old side. Like you have to say. And Spitfire. Off she goes with her break of luggage and passenger coaches. Off she goes again. And here comes Tonbridge from her first lap of the day. I'll put Spitfire quite asleep because she's an express locomotive, even though she was classed as a mixed traffic locomotive. So enjoy part 2 of this running session. Tonbridge is doing really well. I mean, although she's a little bit jumpy, she's doing fantastically well. And here comes Spitfire. Shaking as usual, but she's old. They're both old. So it's quite nice to have two old locomotives putting some old and new items. And the luggage van is off the track, so better sort it out. Yeah, Tonbridge is doing really well. I mean, the Battle of Britain class Spitfire is doing extremely well. It's like one of my top 5 favourite locomotives out of my collection. Yeah, fantastic. I love the Southern locomotives. They're my second favourite railway line, the main line that is, with the Great Western being number 1. And that luggage van is still coming off the track, so better sort that out. Right, so without further ado, I think it's time to get these locomotives off and get to the third part of this running session, the third and final running part of this running session today, which is the Great Western Railway. So, without further ado, let's go on to the third round of this running session. And so here we have the final round of this running session, with on the outside track the Large Prairie and the King class, because the Large Prairie can't run it by itself. And on the inside track, they're pulling some Pullman coaches. On the inside track, I've got the Penny Tank with some Great Western Railway coaches. I don't even know why I couldn't say it in the first place. Anyway, now I have to put the King class on probably full speed because it can't really push the Large Prairie round on its own. Because I usually get a Eagle to push the Large Prairie along. So I put the King class quite some speed so that the Large Prairie can actually get round the track. Then, yeah, there we go. And the Penny Tank with the Great Western Railway coaches. First try. And off it goes. And there it goes. Anyway, hang on. King class and the Large Prairie have made it round without even. Oh dear. The Large Prairie seems to have derailed going around the bend. Anyway, so there they go. Anyway, enjoy this running session. So the final part of this running session. Well, these two definitely seem to be going really well. Yeah. I mean, I only started doing that when they did the All Seen Gala, the 2021, which was not sure how long ago. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was now. A week ago? I can't remember. And there's the Penny Tank, working perfectly as she always does. Perfect speed, perfect everything. One of my favourite tank engines, that is. My favourite towing enduro now is the 250, followed by probably this one, then the 1-on-1 class, and probably the Last Prairie. Obviously the bottom is the Hunslet, well actually the Diesel Shunter. Right then, and with that I think that's all I've got time for today. Join me next time when I do a bit of a challenge. Something that I think a person called Sam from Sam's Trains has done in the past, which is called the Eagle Nook Challenge. But yeah, so I'll see you in the next one, and have a good rest of your day. Goodbye everyone.